Good morning, or afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. This is The Cat Who Solved 3 Murders by L.T. Shearer. This one's a slight change of pace from some of the things I've been reading lately. So Conrad the Talking Cat is back with Lulu, the retired detective. This time they've taken their canal boat home that they live in up to Oxford for a friend's birthday party in a country mansion, but plans go awry. On arrival, they find that an art robbery and a murder have taken place, and they are out of party mode and into crime-solving mode in no time. I requested this one as for review as a bit of a change of pace for me. I love gritty realism, and I love UK crime stories, as you guys probably know. And more serious fare, but I also like a cozy mystery solved by a talking cat. I am only human after all. This is the second in this series, the first being The Cat Who Caught a Killer, and there is a third book soon to follow. You don't have to have read the first book to read this one. I haven't read the first book and just dived on into this, and there's nothing you need to know or whatever. You can just dive in wherever you want. So there's a tradition of cats who solve mysteries in books or help solve them. Actually, now that I've said that, there's a couple of notable Forensic Files episodes that feature cats too. So I guess cats and crime are maybe a bit of a thing. So there's the Cat Who series by Lillian Jackson Braun. It's a long-running and popular series featuring Siamese cats. And the Mrs. Murphy series by Rita Mae Brown, which credits her own cat as a co-writer, both of which are great. And of course, they're a cozy mystery series about magical cats, library cats, sartorial muse cats, the list goes on. Sometimes these books have a helpful but normal cat, as much as any cat can be normal, serendipitously finding clues to help the detective or whoever solve the case. And sometimes these books feature cats who are the narrators or the main characters, sort of pointing their unsuspecting owners in the direction of clues. Conrad, on the other hand, the cat in this book, is a calico who can talk. He only talks to Lulu, who he meets and befriends in the first book, and unlike the title would suggest, he doesn't really directly solve murders. He reads auras and sniffs out clues. So I liked Conrad. I kind of liked the idea that he could talk. Why not? A little bit of whimsy. And since my cat, who is here with us right now, is quite chatty and opinionated, I was kind of down for that. I thought it was a fun idea. Why not? The book has its problems, though. The first thing that kind of comes to mind for me or struck me was its tone. The book sometimes seems to want to be like a serious crime procedural, spitting facts at you about forensics and crime scene investigation in a kind of dry fashion, but then also having a talking cat that the owner takes with her when she talks to suspects. One even asks, is that a police cat? Like, good question, because Lulu is not even a police officer. And in this story, she's just conveniently asked to help the lead detective, who's very young and inexperienced, which kind of seems just a little bit convenient. So that doesn't quite sort of come together, that tone. There's also something a little bit off about the country house I mentioned in this book. It's not the crumbling country seat and old money that like an Agatha Christie might have offered us, but it's a recently acquired wealth that Lulu's friends made via a scientific discovery. So it's not the wealth itself. It's something about the way the author almost lists the inventory of the house with all the brands and labels that kind of felt fetishized rather than descriptive. Jo Malone candles, shopping at M&S, Karen Millen dresses by the dozen, chandeliers, cinema rooms, indoor pools. And then it's matched with these little short diatribes about people being less friendly than they used to be and kids being on their phones all day. It feels more like the author making a point or even trying to please a certain kind of reader rather than kind of seamless world building. It's a talking cat story at the end of the day. We need a warm world and relationships that we can sink into and more whimsy for this to work and make sense. So it just came across as a little bit tone deaf, especially, I mean, in this economy, as I kind of like to joke a lot. Maybe a little tone deaf. Especially when our characters are day drinking and they decide to go ahead and host a birthday bash the day after a robbery and murder has taken place. So they're going to, carry on with this party that they've planned in the house right where this murder happened, like the day before. Like, it's fine. We'll just clean up this blood and have some little breakfast champers. Yeah, I mean, realistically, to be fair, this is perhaps poor for the course. Sorry, I can help myself. With these themed sort of cozy mystery series, they're not always well written and sort of tightly plotted with great detail. And that's fine. In this case, I felt the mystery was pretty obvious from the beginning. And there are some odd notes that it kind of hits. But I think, if this is a genre that you read a lot, these things are probably not going to bother you. And that, I think, is the market for this book, the target market. The other thing is that most of the main characters are sort of in that retirement age bracket, and I think that's who the book is aiming at as well. So I think it's sort of going to work for that crowd. The cover art of the book makes it look a little bit more mainstream than it really is. It really fits into that cozy cat mystery genre. So yeah, it's a lighter read, it's a fast read, fits its genre and market. But if you're hoping for something a little stronger, a little more literary, or a little more sort of densely plotted, if you're looking for more of a mystery you're definitely not going to guess, like, this is probably not going to make you happy. Personally, I was hoping for something cozier, maybe a little funnier, something more whimsical. Like I said, I found it a little bit tone deaf, but I also think, it was fine. So, yeah. So this one is for you if you like those cozy mystery series, especially those cat sort of themed cozy mystery series. If you're looking for something light, if you have a cat-loving sort of retirement age relative who you need to buy a gift for, this may be perfect. It has its flaws, but honestly, it really kind of fits the genre and the market that it's meant to be aimed at pretty well. So thank you to the publisher who sent me a copy of this book to review and share with you guys. And thank you guys for joining me on a little journey, sharing all these books with you guys. I really enjoy it. Have a great day. You can check out some of my other videos. I also have another channel and socials, so you can find links below if you want more of that. And if you want to hang out again, remember to like and subscribe. And you can always leave a comment, let me know what you thought, or let me know what else you might want to see. Thank you.